Hey everyone, it's Craig from Injury Active. For the people that are struggling with a little bit of wrist pain when you're training, if you find that front rack position, you're getting a little pain in this sort of area, just going to go through a few little exercises that are going to help with that. Firstly, always consider working on that front rack, away from the wrist, because obviously if we can get the elbows in a better position, that's going to be less demanding on the wrist. But let's work with the wrist to start with. So extension is often the area that we get the most pain in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pre-position ourselves in extension, which means that we're going to go hand down, and what we're going to do is going to put the weight through the wrist. So that means we're just going to send the body weight over here. Now if you find that you're getting a little bit of pain in this sort of area when you're at that point, just back off a tiny bit, and I want you to add a little bit of rotation towards the inside of the body. So for example, if I'm in pain here, I'm just going to come away from that, and just before that point again, I'm just going to add a little bit of rotation. And often you find that clears that movement there. So we're just going to drill that position. We can use this other hand to help guide that. So we're going through some extension, and then we're also going through some rotation. And this drill, we can just accumulate as many reps as you want, but just make sure it feels nice, okay? So we don't want to be crashing into pain. That's exercise number one. Exercise number two, we're just going to take ourselves into extension, but just rotating that hand round, and we're going to get a lot more of a stretch through this forearm here. And this stretch here, we're just going to hold, and again, we shouldn't get too much of a problem here, but if we do, just back away a tiny bit and then just work your way in. And in this position, we can obviously do this double hand as well by just taking the hand on the outside, and we can just sit back into it. But I get a nice stretch through my flexors through the wrist here. And then we're just going to turn it around, and we're just going to go into the opposite position, and we're just going to work flexion and just work those wrist extensors through here. Again, this is quite a vulnerable position, so just be careful with this, and we can always start gently. We can always start from this position and go side to side, just gently increasing that motion there, or we can actually just sit back single arm and just work our way into it. Just do your best to relax into that position, and again, just think about a 1 or 2 minute hold there. Give those 3 exercises a go, and then hopefully that's just going to help clear up any wrist issues here.